Horizon Zero Dawn Remaster looks absolutely phenomenal. This is Horizon Zero Dawn, and this is the remastered version. This is going to look so sweet on the PS5 Pro. Let's get into it.
Let's go.
Before we get into it though, guys, check out my list of the best PS5 and PS5 Pro accessories. Link down below the video description and top pinned comment. Check out the LG C3 and C4 OLED TVs. They are the best TV you can get for gaming, hands down. And they're on a pretty damn good sale right now. 65-inch LG C4 for $14.96. Phenomenal. Down from $26.99. Crazy. And best headset for the PS5, PS5 Pro, best racing wheel, everything you can think, PSVR, you name it. It's a list that keeps growing. Check it out every time, every so often. But yeah, so let's get the elephant out of the room, or let's just get the main fact we're all here for. Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered will have PS5 Pro support. It will be PS5 Pro enhanced at launch, and also feature 3, not 2, not 1, 3 frame rate options, including 30, 40, and 60 FPS. And obviously, if you watched my last video, we talked about Alan Wake 2, about how it's going to be 30 FPS on quality mode. And whether that's acceptable in 2024, a lot of people, clapped back at that video, basically talked about, yes, a lot of people don't care about frame rate. People want the better visual fidelity, the ray tracing, you name it. But I wonder, with the PS5 Pro being $700 and without, with them touting that we're going to see more 120 FPS games, better frame rates, better resolutions, and have ray tracing, I was kind of hoping we'd at least see, minimum being 60 FPS 4K with ray tracing, and then performance mode giving us like 120 FPS at slightly less resolution with the PSSR upscaling. I thought those would be the benchmarks for the PS5 Pro, but it seems like they're not going that way. They're sticking with 30, 40, and 60 FPS, which to me is a little bit surprising. I would love to have had 60 be the minimum, 120 be the, the performance version. But Lanny, I think, over here on the Reddit has actually compiled a detailed comparison of Horizon Forbidden West from the original game to the remastered game. So let's take a look, shall we? So here's the first scene. Guerrilla, obviously, and Nix's have revealed a lot of new images of Horizon Zero Dawn in the new blog post detailing the changes that were made, and he was inspired to basically compare the changes by going to the locations in game and basically showing us what it looks like before and what it looks like after, and the comparison will blow your mind. So obviously here we have the first game. As you can see, detail looks all right. It looks all right, but I mean, look at the textures from a distance. This is on the regular PS5. It's not great, is it? It's not great. This game was meant for the PS4, and here we are with the PS5 Pro enhanced mode. Look at the lighting. Look at the people walking around the town. Look at the jewelry on this guy. Look from here to here. Absolutely freaking nuts. And again, look at the texture from the wood barrel there to here. It is absolutely night and day. And again, look at some of the NPCs. Crazy realistic. This is what we were promised. This is what we hoped we would see in the PS5 Pro, and it looks like we're going to see it. Obviously, we're not going to get 120 FPS, which is a bit of a bummer. We're not going to get like some ultra performance mode that gives us 120, but it seems they're targeting 30, 40, and 60, which is fine. Personally, I'm more of a frame rate guy. I'd rather have 60 FPS for quality mode and 120 FPS for performance. I think that would be more ideal. But let me know what you think in the video comments down below. Here's another scene. Looks like we're in some sort of cavern or underground mine. Doesn't look bad by any stretch of the imagination, but look at the remastered version. Look at the lighting. Look at the lighting. Now that's where ray tracing really comes into a league of its own here. I mean, you're not really getting any detailed lighting from the actual lamps inside the mine, but on this, the light's bouncing around and it's just looking more atmospheric. It just looks better overall. And again, I think this is for the PS5, all right? So the PS5 Pro might look leagues better than this. Again, original. Okay. Doesn't look bad by any stretch of the imagination. Not bad. Ready for it? Remastered. Get this. This is absolutely nuts. Look at the foliage. Look at the leaves on the ground. This looks like a PS3 game in comparison. It's absolutely nuts. Look at that. Look at the lighting. If that doesn't blow your mind, I don't know what will. Now for this one, somebody argue that the original looks better, but we'll take a look. I like the lighting on the outside here. But we'll take a look. Obviously textures look a little bit blurry. Let's take a look at the remastered one. Textures, massive bump. If anything, obviously different times of day. This one's getting a little bit darker out there, and this one's obviously it's pure daylight. But look at the textures. Textures, you can see like all the little wrinkles in the stone, in the sandstone here. Everything's just a little bit blurry. Again, we're just going to go through these. Original, don't look bad. Remastered, absolutely phenomenal. Look at the grass. I mean, it still looks good. It doesn't look bad in the original. Let's be honest. But look how more realistic it looks in the new version, right? New, old, remastered, old, original. Looks a little bit video game-ish. Look at the beard hair. The skin, a little bit blurry. Obviously the paint marking. Everything looks a little bit blurry. Remaster. You could see the literal pores on the guy's nose. Could you see that before? Vaguely. Here, absolutely nuts. And the hair looks way better too. The textures on his armor, the clothes, the bokeh effect behind him. It just looks phenomenal on the remastered version. In the last comparison, here's this scene in the original game. Again, doesn't look bad by any stretch of the imagination. And then, ready for this? Remaster. Look at the greenery hanging down. It looks grey and dead there. And here, it looks crazy. And the NPCs in the background, just all the characters, the sand, the rocks and pebbles on the ground. Like here, all the rocks and pebbles are just blurry. Here you can see and make out the definition and like the tracks in the dirt, in the sand, just super clearly. Let me see the guards. Are the guards still there? Yeah, the guards are still there. Everything just looks way better. And this is captured on PS5. It doesn't say if this is captured on PS5 Pro or not. So this looks already phenomenal on the PS5. I cannot wait to see the improvements, you know, on the PS5 Pro. Here's a tweet from Jan Bart van Astrobeek. Horizon Dawn was our first open world game. It featured locations over a 30+ square kilometer area and a 24-hour light cycle. It was extremely hard to check every nook and cranny of the world to see if the lighting functioned correctly. This was the location that malfunctioned. So, updated comparison of HCD and Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered. This is absolutely insane. The improved foliage, the reflections, the increased light bounces, and the new textures with the scene look brand new. This feels like a remake. Great job. And apparently, from what I've heard, they had it up to like 30 PS5s crunching at the same time, different scenes to basically check every single part of the game to make sure the lighting, the new lighting system, looks phenomenal compared to the old one. So they put their work into this, and I think obviously this shows what the PS5 and more importantly the PS5 Pro has the potential to do. If this is the PS5, what will the PS5 Pro version, what will that look like? If this looks already this good, I'm excited to see the ray tracing. I thought that was the ray tracing at first. But yeah, let me know if you're excited to get the remaster. Let me know if you are getting the remaster. Let me know in the comments. I am super hyped for this game to play it with the new remastered graphics. I think the lighting looks phenomenal. I'm just so excited. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Are you hyped up for the PS5 Pro? Are you getting a PS5 Pro? Let me know down below. And as I said, check out our list of the best PS5, PS5 Pro accessories, headphones, TV, racing wheel, PlayStation Portal if you want. You know, the PSVR 2. All the stuff you need for your PS5 or PS5 Pro is here, including SSDs and external drives and controllers. So yeah, anyways, guys, I love you. I appreciate you. Check the deals down below as well, below the link to this, for some really cool deals on coffee, you name it, everything that I use in my setup. I think you'll find something you may like down there. Anyways, guys, love you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a blessed day. Like, subscribe, click the bell icon. Bye.